Welcome to our tutorial about applying material and appearance in Inventor Fusion. I've got a solid in my graphic area. Let me create a second instance of it. Right-click on the solid, select Copy. Now right-click up at the top and select New Component, and then right-click and Paste. Let's move the instance over a little bit so we can see. OK. Now we've got two separate solids in my graphic area. Let's right-click on the first solid and select Material. Here we've got two options, Physical Material and Visual Appearance. The default physical material in Fusion is alloy steel, as you see listed here. Material has to be assigned to a model. There is no way around this. So once you've clicked on the Physical button here, you can select a number of different material types from this drop-down menu. We've got a bunch of predefined materials. As you scroll through, you'll get a color preview. I'm going to select aluminum, and then I'll click on the Visual Appearance tab. Here's a cool color wheel, but first let's select an appearance. We'll click this tab, and here we've got a number of predefined appearances: metal, aluminum, chrome, copper, brass, bronze, etc. For the types of aluminum appearance, we can use a knurl, a diamond plate, or a checker plate. When I mouse over the various options in these menus, I get a preview in the graphic area. Here are the woods, and when you find one you like, just left-click on it to accept. This arrow at the top left of the color wheel is actually a handle that we can use to adjust the scale of the texture. We use this handle to rotate the texture. The color wheel lets us adjust the color very quickly. The quadrants display the standard colors: yellow, cyan, magenta, etc. And when you bring the control close to one of the wheel divisions, it'll snap there. Here's violet, and here it snaps to red. At the center of the wheel are controls for adjusting brightness and saturation. When you're satisfied, just click Close. Let's right-click on our solid again, go back to Material. We can easily reset to go back to our original appearance, meaning what we applied when we assigned the material to our part to begin with, the default settings for the material. Another option we have is to use the Autodesk Standard Appearance Library. There's a search field at the top. You can type in appearance there to search. We can also set up the view type, the thumbnail size, and so on. What's cool is that when I mouse over a thumbnail, I get a preview in the graphic area. To apply the selection, just right-click and select Assign to Selection. Or you can simply double-click on the material. After you're done, just close the material library, click on the red X. Now, if I want to assign an appearance to a face, for example, I can just right-click on the face, scroll down to Material, and then from there make my adjustments. Let's work with wood and ash, and let's close it. I can also select the face and then right-click in empty space and select Material. And I can assign a different appearance. We can quickly copy and paste appearances from one entity to another using the appearance picker here, this eyedropper. So just left-click what you want to copy and then left-click where you want to paste it. Let's add this appearance to my favorites. Now when I click on my favorites, the ash displays at the top. To remove, just click the X next to the material. And let's click this X to close. Let's try assigning an appearance to my holes. I can manually select the faces one at a time. But when I try to click on the hole, I don't have the appearance option available. What I've got to do is expand the hole node and then Control-select the faces. Then I'm able to right-click and find the material option available in the contextual menu. And let's choose a metal chrome, and polished. And let's close. By the way, now if I try to right-click on these faces, I don't get any contextual menu. One more thing I wanted to cover in this tutorial. If you need to remove an appearance, you just right-click and then select Remove Appearance Override. Let's remove from this chamfer. Right-click. Now scroll down and select Remove Appearance Override. I'm also able to right-click on the component in the browser and select the same option, Remove Appearance Override. And this concludes our overview of applying materials and appearances in Inventor Fusion.